This just in. Tupac, still dead. More to live in. Our first story tonight. A young girl can no longer watch the children's television show SpongeBob SquarePants, following a traumatic trip to the beach where she discovered that she had crabs in her bikini bottom. More at 11. This week, we have another special guest. From the Stop Horror Movies Now organization, a Carrie Meyers is with us tonight. But first, an update on our guest last week. Vice President of Human Resources for some feminist thing, Miss Jamie Smith, as well as several other members of the organization, were upset to learn that the SPLC has classified their organization as a hate group. For more on that, consult Google. Ladies and gentlemen, my guest at this time, Carrie Meyers, thank you so much for joining me.
Oh, no. Pleasure's all mine.
Well, thank you. But first, I gotta ask, what's with the getup?
Well, surely you recognize famed horror icon Jason Voorhees.
Well, yeah, but why are you dressed as Jason?
Think of it as a visual aid. We'll be discussing horror films tonight, and I don't want anyone to forget exactly what we're talking about.
Alright, so what is it exactly that Stop Horror Films Now does?
It's Stop Horror Movies Now, and it's simple. We want all horror, suspense, and thriller films banned.
Why would you want to do that?
Well, think about it. If you take a kid to see an Indiana Jones film, when he gets home, he's going to want to go on an adventure and search for treasure. If you take him to see a nice Pixar film about friendship, he's going to want to go to school and make friends because he's going to think that's cool. But if you take him to see a horror film where a guy's slaughtering people, well then...
I don't know, that sounds pretty ridiculous.
It's a known fact that kids who watch horror films become serial killers as adults.
What? This boy watched horror films as a lad, and he turned out to be one sexy anchor.
The bottom line is, we won't stop till it is illegal to film, sell, and own horror flicks.
If you hate them so much, why don't you, as in yourself, stop watching them? Why try to make it so nobody can?
Because nobody should.
What about adult horror fans?
No, not until nobody can watch them. Anything less isn't good enough.
This sounds like it's going a little too far. I mean, horror, thriller, suspense, these are the films with the best stories.
It doesn't matter. You research any serial killer in existence, I guarantee you they watched a horror film. I mean, go back to before the 1900s. Things were a lot better back then. There was no violence, there was no hatred, and there was no horror. I mean, kids today are watching Freddy and Jason, and things like Columbine, September 11th, and Hurricane Katrina start happening. Coincidence?
Yeah.
Well, it's not.
That's absurd. Nothing violent before the 1900s. What about Jack the Ripper?
One example.
What about burning women alive as witches?
Look, I don't care what logical explanation you think you have. The bottom line is horror films are evil, through and through, and they need to be stopped.
You're acting as if horror films are real. Like real people are being murdered to entertain psychopaths.
It's practically what it seems like, isn't it?
No. I mean, this is cast and crew, with props and fake blood having a good time. I mean, it takes someone truly messed up, a real psychopath, to have it in them to kill someone. I could watch 1,000 horror movies. I wouldn't be able to kill someone. I don't have it in me.
You don't seem to understand. The days of taking responsibility for our own actions is over. We blame stuff now.
Alright. Carrie Meyers, everyone. Thank you so much for stopping by. Folks, up next, a fun segment. Obesity seems to be a very big problem here in America, which is why at this time I would like to present all of you with dieting tips from Tiplicky. Hi there, I'm Johnson Tiplicky, and this is dieting tips from Tiplicky. Now, a lot of people like to snack throughout the day, and that's not always a problem. As a matter of fact, sometimes having a snack could be better for you when you get hungry instead of eating too much. but you just need to know what to snack on. That's why I'm here to help. Because there's plenty of snacks that you can have that will leave you lean, mean, and a sexy anchor machine. Let me go ahead and demonstrate. First, instead of reaching for salty, high in fat potato chips, try something healthy, like a delicious banana. Any fruit will do. I personally prefer bananas. If that doesn't work for you, next time you think about grabbing a chocolate-covered, sugary, tooth-rotting cookie, instead, go for some delicious celery, topped perhaps with peanut butter, or your favorite dressing. That's not all, though. Next time you think about reaching for something like chocolate pudding, instead, try nothing. I mean, Jesus Christ, Tubby, you've already had a banana and celery sticks. Go jog or something. This has been Dieting Tips with Tiplicky. I hope you enjoyed and learned something. Back to you, Tiplicky. Thanks, Tiplicky. And thanks to all of you as well. I hope you join me next time, when we will get to speak with a member of the animal rights movement, PETA. Apparently, they're really upset about something. Not only that, you'll get to see a handsome anchor telling the news with a soothing, sexy voice. I hope to see you next time.